Hey everyone, welcome to my channel, Anonymous Social Worker. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for watching my first video, and I appreciate you guys coming by and just watching my show. So, before we start with why I'm quitting my job, my $70 an hour job, right? I'd just like to show you guys my view. I'm here in the mountains, as you can see. I'm about 25 minutes away from Yosemite. So, this is my view. I don't know if you guys could hear, but there's some dogs here. And please, hope you guys don't mind. Okay, so yeah, I have a long story, and so I don't even know where to start. So let me see. You know what? Let me actually give you guys like some background information about actually why I'm here in the mountains. And so it's completely unrelated to, you know, what we're going to be talking about. And so basically, I'm not sure if you guys, keep up with this, but there's something going on right now between Russia and Ukraine, right? And so in 2014, that's actually when the conflicts started. And so at that time, I was watching a lot of news, right? CNN, Fox, and all that stuff. I was watching a lot of it, and then I kind of got myself into like the rabbit hole, and you know, YouTube recommended me like other channels to watch. I started watching survival channels, channels that talked about prepping. Long story short, I got really deep into it. I became really anxious. I started to, have dreams about war happening between the United States and Russia. Um, you know, Numerous times of waking up and looking at my phone just to make sure that everything's okay. There's no war. And as you guys can see, 2024 now, it's like pretty crazy. So because of that, I thought to myself, how can I survive a nuclear blast? And the first thing that came to my mind was escape the city and come to the mountains. And so here I am, right? I have a lot of dry goods, right? I have boxes and boxes of dried goods waiting for the nuclear holocaust to happen. And yeah, that's kind of why I'm here. Well, anyways, I just figured I'd just give you guys that background, that story. Maybe it's entertaining or anything like that. So a little bit about myself. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. I have two jobs. I've been in the field of mental health for close to 19 years now. And for a majority of the time I've been in the field of mental health, I work with primarily people that are, underprivileged, right? So some of these people, you know, don't have jobs. Um, they come from families that maybe are under the influence of drugs and alcohol. They've been involved with gangs. They went to jail. So these are the people that I work with the most, and that's just something that like for me, that's my passion, working with that community. And so I'm basically a social worker, and many of you guys probably know what a social worker is and know what they do. And I know we have a bad reputation, right? We're kind of associated with, removing kids from their parents, right? But yeah, I mean, that does happen. But I want to let you guys know that there's a reason why, some of these parents, they need to go to jail and have their kids removed, because there's a lot of stuff that happens, right? It's pretty bad. And yeah, well, anyhow, not all social workers work with child protective services, right? The social work field is very broad. So some social workers work in school settings, And so school settings, the social workers work with students. They find resources for the students, maybe find resources for their parents. Some social workers work in the medical field, right? For example, say a person comes to the emergency room and then they don't have insurance, right? They may be unhoused. So what the social worker would do would be to kind of give them help them to kind of get resources, right? Medical insurance, maybe food resources, money resources. It, basically improve the quality of life of people that are vulnerable. And then you have social workers that are in the field of mental health, right? Um, I specialize in the field of mental health. That's my scope of practice. I've been doing this again for close to 19 years now. And so basically what I do is I interview people, right? That's what I do. I ask them about their, personal experiences, ask them about their thoughts, their feelings. I get a really good history on what's going on with them. And it gives me an idea, a big picture of what's going on and what can be done or what can be, what plan that can be developed to kind of help them improve their wellness. So yeah, and these sessions that I do, right, they're about an hour long. And to be honest with you, I think I've met probably thousands of people, you know, in the field of mental health doing therapy. So I have a really good understanding of mental health and what drives people to kind of make decisions. And sometimes the decisions that people make, they're not good decisions, but in their mind, that was the right thing to do at that moment. So, okay. And, okay, back to like why I'm quitting my job. So, as you know, I have another job, right? A part time job. And the reason why I have this part time job was one, because I was curious. And then second reason why is because, I bought this home out here in the mountains. And so I have another mortgage to pay. So that's why I picked it up, another job. And this job that I do part time, I work primarily with high income earners that reside in the San Francisco Bay Area. And so we're talking about doctors, lawyers, day traders, people in the medical field, right? Small business owners. So these are people that actually, are pretty well off. So that's kind of the population I work with right now, for my part-time job. I see 2 to 3 people per day at my part-time job. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of like what I do. But also, I just want to let you guys know that the people that I do work with, at my part-time job, not all of them are well off. Majority of them are, like, they have really high paying salaries. So some of the people I do work with at the part-time job, you know, they actually work custodial jobs, right? They work at like a company, cleaning, and they get the insurance, private insurance. And so because of that, um, they only qualify for private therapy, right? They have to go to a profit agency that provides therapy because of the insurance. And so, yeah. Um, Another thing too is when working here in this part-time job of mine, yeah, it opened up my eyes a lot. Like I really seen the differences in the people that I work with at my full-time job and at my part-time job. And to be honest with you, um, sometimes I feel really guilty working at my part-time job because there's times where clients don't show up, and so if they don't show up, it's a no-show, and they're going to be billed, right? And the insurance companies, they do not pay for no-show, so it's going to be out of their pocket. And as you know, some of my clients, they're not really well off. I mean, to be honest with you, you know, being well off or not, when I cancel or no, actually when they don't show up and I have to bill them, I feel really bad because I know that, this is taking money away from, their monthly expenses like groceries and gas and stuff like that. So I feel really bad. I feel kind of devastated actually when, um, the clients don't show up and I have to bill them for it. And yeah, so that's a part of the reason why I'm quitting my job. And then the other reason too is, you know what? I really don't have a lot of time for myself anymore. I mean, I work a full-time job. I, see 2 to 3, patients per day at my part-time job. And so by the time I'm done, it's like 8 p.m. I don't have anything to do. Like I don't have anything, to do for myself. So the self-care that I used to do in the past, I no longer do it. Yeah, I know I come here for the weekends, right, to escape, right? It helps me out. It recharges my battery, right? I feel rejuvenated. But still, I need that self-care time and I don't get it because I have to work this part-time job. And that's probably one of the reasons why too, why I'm quitting this job, this part-time job. And yeah, that's my story. Um, I want to let you guys know that I appreciate you guys, coming here to my channel and watching my videos. This is not going to be my last video. I plan on making more videos. Um, so the topics that I'm going to be talking about on the videos are going to be related to mental health, obviously, right? Because that's my scope of practice. I want to bring mental health awareness. I want to talk about depression. I want to talk about anxiety. I want to talk about social problems in America. I'm going to talk about cases in the past that I've worked with, what's worked, what didn't work. So these videos that I'm going to bring, I hope that they're going to be beneficial to you in some sort of way. Um, they're going to be educational and entertaining. So again, thank you so much. And I'm thinking about right now, what's the next video I'm going to maybe talk about. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to talk about Luigi Mangione because obviously, right, something's going on with him. And as a therapist, and hearing the information that's coming out now about him, right, he doesn't fit the type of person that would, pull off this thing that he did, right? And I'm not condoning what he's done, but his history, it just doesn't fit it. But that's the thing about mental health, right? It's mental health is complex, but it's also simple at the same time. And really, things can happen just like that, right? You can be good one day, and the next day, you're not well. And so I think that would be a good topic to talk about. So thanks again. And with that said, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.